Hello everybody, and warm welcome to my channel Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here today, and I hope you're all doing fine, even if we live in quite strange and turbulent times for the moment. Today's video will be a channel message from the Ancient Ones, and it will be message number 5. The previous messages 1 to 4, you will find them if you scroll down the video list, and there you can find a message from the Ancient Ones number 1, 2, 3 and 4. But what about the Ancient Ones? I will do a short explanation of what it is about, especially for the new viewers here. My friend and Anna, we have gathered a couple of times here for some channeling, and we channeled some spirits or entities that call themselves the Ancient Ones, and they have come with different messages throughout the year. And today I'm going to read message number 5, and this was channeled about a week ago. And when Anna and I we do the channeling, I use pendulums like these ones. I have different kinds, different stones, depending on what feels right for that specific moment. Then we use a different stone for that. And when I do a channeling, I do the channeling, and Anna sits here with me, and with our combined energies, then we can receive some information from the spirit world. Anna is taking notes while I use the pendulum over a board with some letters on, and this pendulum starts to move different direction, back and forward. Sometimes it changes directions, pointing out on different letters until it makes words and sentences and so on. And sometime during the channeling, I can get information like movie clips, scenarios. I hear something, I feel something, and this I also try to say, and Anna will write it down and try to make some sense out of it, especially if it's a larger so-called movie or a scene that is shown. And for those who would like to try channeling, there is a small word of warning. This is the spirit world we are dealing with, and it's nothing to play around with, and one should be very careful when channeling or calling upon any entities from another world or another dimension. It's very good if you have some good training in this, so you know how to protect yourself. So when you do a channeling, and if some entity shows up that is maybe not so nice, it could be difficult to get rid of that entity, and it can cause a lot of problems. So this is nothing to do as a funny party game. One should be quite careful and should have a lot of experience before attempting to do any kind of channeling. And regarding the Ancient Ones, well, the message I'm going to read to you soon. This is a message from the spirit world, and anything that comes from spirit world, one should take with a grain of salt, not get obsessed with it. Whatever message that comes through, okay, one can listen to it, but not totally begin to some kind of devotion or lose yourself in this world, because we still live in the physical world, and there is where we are, and the spirits are in a different dimension. Sometimes they don't really 100% understand the humans, but still one can listen, and if it feels good in your intuition, in your guts, then one can take the message to you. But still one should continue to live one's life and not get too obsessed with spiritual messages. If things happen, what they say, well, that's fine. If not, well, time is also different. Things may change, energies may change. So one can have it somewhere back in your head, but not live obsessively with what they say. Well, let's start to read the message. I have the message written down here in English. And for those who would like to read the message without watching the video over and over again, I have attached down in the description the whole message in English if you like to read it, or maybe copy paste it later on. So what did the Ancient One have to say this time? Let's start then. Dear friends, we have come here today because we want to share important information with you. We are the Ancient Ones. We are close to the source of creation and we walk in the guidance of the light. We are many, but we are part of a soul that goes in the same direction. We stand united with thousands of other life forms. All of these life forms want to see a new beginning without oppression from the parasitic entities. These parasitic entities have no life form of their own, but must feed on other life forms for their continued existence. If we do not eliminate these parasites, the universe created by the source of light and life will be totally absorbed by these life forms until all that exists ceases to exist. This amalgamation of life forms, which are currently fighting the last battles for all of our existence, will become clear to all of you. Great battles on countless occasions with a time of peace as a result have been fought. A time of peace is not enough because after every battle won, a fraction of these parasites have survived and in turn have been able to continue to multiply. Some of these parasites have been able to hide at a microscopic level in living bodies, like small maggots that hatch after a period. Once infected, living bodies become a kind of signal carrier, a kind of tool for other surviving parasitic entities. We have reached a time when the great council of high-ranking beings who work to maintain the balance of the universe have made a decision for the total elimination of these parasitic life forms. They must be eliminated to restore the balance and harmony of the life energy of the universe. If they are not eliminated, everything will cease to exist. Dear friends, we have previously given you some guidance about what is to come. There are many on your planet who are so infected by these parasitic life forms that their souls have been completely absorbed by them. They have become nothing more than an empty body, without a sovereign soul, an empty shell used by these evil energies as they wish. They have lost themselves. They are nothing more than biological batteries / robots that do the bidding of this parasitic force. These biological batteries, robots, have been able to reproduce, and their offspring are also empty shells that do their master's bidding. That is why there are still those who accept suffering and subject others to suffering. These bodies are so infected by parasitic energies that they have lost the sovereignty of their soul. You wonder why members of the same family can be so different. Some souls have more light, more substance of the source of life when they incarnate in a physical body. Souls who have lived many lives and have been able to show love despite hardship and suffering, these souls can fight against this parasitic infection. The vibrating power of love is so great it makes it possible that this bodily infection will be unable to take over the sovereign soul. Your planet is facing a great cleansing. If this cleansing is not done, this infection will spread to all corners of the universe. We have all the means in place for total disinfection / pest removal. Dear friends, do not lose hope for a bright future. There is great panic in the collective parasitic consciousness, as they know that its existence, its total annihilation, is fast approaching. There is nothing that can stop it, and in the near future you will be able to witness spectacular events, which you usually refer to as being of a supernatural nature. Since all life must be respected, a decision on total elimination has taken a long time. A life form that cannot be satiated and has constant insatiable hunger for the lives of others and takes great pleasure in inflicting suffering, it's not true life. Don't mistake this for a natural ecological cycle. There is nothing natural about this parasitic energy. Dear friends, great political breakthroughs like a monsoon rain will descend upon your planet. Masks will fall off and lights on inexplicable situations will be lit. Our galactic allies will take off their masks, their cloaking devices. Many will think it is a joke by your corrupt governments, but what is happening is that these events will occur simultaneously everywhere on your planet. There is no earthly technology that can accomplish this scenario across the entire planet simultaneously. Dear friends, fear nothing. You are approaching a new free earth with great strides. The parasitic life forms will not be allowed to exist. Your souls have been trapped for so long, but the source of creation has had enough and has set a limit that has been drawn. Time for major revolutionary changes is in sight. The miracle of life will prevail, and everything that opposes the power of life will be blown into oblivion. We are the ancient ones, and we want to send you the warm blanket of love. You, with love in your heart, shine like the brightest light. You are the future of the universe. Help and protection will be given to you when you need it most. A new world is waiting. Your friends, the ancient ones. Well, that was the message from the ancient one, message number 5. And as I said before, if you want to hear or read the other messages, you will find them in the video list below. And also I want to say that this is a spirit message and some kind of guidance, but we must all find the strength within ourselves. We cannot rely 100% of spiritual messages. We must work together, help each other to come through this hard times that we are living in at the moment. So for all of you wonderful viewers out there, I wish you all the best. Stay strong. Do not fear. Think about those things you would like to experience in your life, in your future. And remember, matter follows thought. So whatever you see, whatever you think about, whatever you feel, that is a big source of creation. So you can create and draw into your life wherever your thoughts and feelings are. So try to stay positive. Try to focus on things you would like to experience, not on things that you would not like to experience. And miracles surely can happen. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.